friends. Welcome back to the podcast. I'm Lema. I'm a broker here in beautiful Southern Oregon. And today we're going to talk about how the market is starting to loosen up. It's starting to improve. It's getting a little bit of steam. And that's in part because the first-time home buyers are back and they're quite a bit older than they used to be. So interesting phenomena. A report came out from National Association of Realtors, and it looks like the average age of the first-time home buyer right now is 38 years old. And that sounds about right when we're out in the field and dealing with people. But that's not how it used to be. It used to be, and I want to show you a graph here, that if you go back to the 1980s, the first-time home buyer was less than 30 years old. And you can see there was a very slow progression over the decades. But here we are at the 2000s and a big spike up in the age of the first-time home buyer. Now, why that is important and why I'm bringing it up is because it does slow the market down. There's been many elements that are slowing the market down, but that is one of them. And it's not one that we talk about very much. But if you don't have that group of first-time home buyers out there creating deals, then you can't have the move-up buyers. You can't have the downsizers because they need, everybody needs to have somebody to buy their house. So it's all dominoes. So it's pretty interesting that now we have a full decade, a full 10 years more to a first-time homebuyer has to wait a full decade more on average to get their first home. Now we can remedy that by helping them, the older people in their life or the more seasoned, financially seasoned people can help. And if you've got younger people around you and they are living beneath their means and they're doing well in their life, doing and trying hard, then those are the kind of younger people you want to consider helping. And you can do that by gifting them a down payment and sending it right to escrow. You don't have to give it to them. You can send it right to escrow. But yeah, for us older people, that is a great thing. And it's a way to also start distributing the wealth that we have accumulated in our lifetime before we die. So the other thing that is happening in the market right now, the other element that is pretty significant is we're having quite a few price changes, price reductions, and it's happening all over the valley, and it's this week. So just to give you an idea here, in Ashland, 36% of all the active listings had a price reduction this week. So here we are in the middle of July 2025. So 36% of the Ashland active listings had a price change this week. Talent, 46% of the active listings reduced. Grants Pass was 52. Medford was 47. So 47% of Medford's active listings reduced their price this week. Grants Pass was 52%. Eagle Point was 47%, and so on and so forth. So you can see, and Roseburg was 51%. So you can see that the market is getting steam because the first-time home buyers are back, and that has to do with not as much of the interest rates. They're just sucking it up, but it's having to do with the sellers getting more real and wanting to move on with their life and lowering the prices. So good for you, sellers. That's the way to do it. And really, just a note to sellers, if you cannot stomach doing another price change or going down to where the market is actually making purchases, then get your house off the market. Just don't play ball. Wait a whole nother cycle. I'm predicting anywhere from 12 to 36 months, we'll have a slow and steady appreciation. We don't have hyperinflation working in our homeowners' favor anymore. So yeah, it's going to be slow growth, but it'll be growth. But if you really want a certain number, and that is more important than getting on with your life or doing another investment or taking that money and doing something else, like helping your kids buy a house, that's another podcast. Then sellers really think about either putting in a tenant or getting it off the market and just sitting out, the rest of the bobbly part while we get back to growing, slow grow. Buyers, I'm a little worried that the prices, even though they're going to go up slowly, I'm a little worried that they're going to go up. And I know a lot of the buyer pool out there is very budget sensitive. You don't have a lot of room in your monthly. You cannot have a very big monthly payment for your house. You also need concessions, like you need help. You need credits from the sellers to help you with your closing costs and stuff like that. So this is the time to do it because the pressure of the downward pressure from the high interest rates, the sellers are starting to really just get in there and do their price changes. And that makes for good deals for you, Mr. and Mrs. Buyer. So keep that all in mind. As always, you can call me 541-301-7980. You can text me 541-301-7980. I want to be your agent. I want to talk to you about the market conditions and how they really impact you as a buyer or a seller. But I'm also here to do downsizing, upsizing. I'm great with investors. I'm an investor myself, and I'm great with first-time home buyers. So give me a call, give me a text, and let's make something happen in your real estate world. Have a great Southern Oregon weekend. Bye now.